Alright, that's better. Don't know why I've ran into a couple of technical issues. But no matter. I am here, and I am ready to play. Hi everybody. How's it going? It's Friday. How's everybody's Friday going so far? How's everybody's week going? Hope everybody's having a good week so far, going into the weekend. Ready to relax. Or get what you need done, hopefully. I honestly felt like I slept through this week, for the most part. And I feel like that part of the week's starting to catch up now, so yeah. Definitely a late week overall for me. But I'm here and ready to rumble. Figuratively. So, game schedule for today. We're going to be playing some more Frostpunk 2 for the first 2 hours. Then we're going to play some more Hades. And then for the remaining 2 hours left of stream will be some more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Reason for this is because I felt like I was on a roll the last time I was playing those games. And I want to get some more... I want to get more done with these 3 games today. That is my goal. Mind you, this can always change, because I do have a game request list that I have available after 2 hours of my streams have passed. It's available to everybody. The full list is in the description of my streams, and it's available after the first 2 hours of stream are over. So once I'm done with Frostpunk and you request a game, I'll switch to that one game. If it's a pack game, though, that's a different story. I have to be with my pack to play that. Those are the games I do not play solo. So yeah, with that being said, grab yourself something to drink, grab yourself something to eat, make yourselves comfortable. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. So, we did in fact get pretty far last time. I did in fact save both scenarios, just in case. Alright, let's see what we got here, more specifically. Am I researching anything? No. I got coal mines. No. I think we'll leave that alone for now. Okay, I'm favorable with the Frostlanders. Yeah. Everybody else is neutral, but I'm more favorable to the Frostlanders. Alright, I have the Dreadnought, and I am in the process of transferring... No, we want it here. Let's see, New London... Yeah, it's cold, squalor, and then there's a spree of crimes. Okay, the freighter, we do have resources. Yeah, we're about to lose resources here. Actually, wait, how far was I on my other one? Stuart, we see we are low on heat stamps. To prevent the city from grinding to a halt, the pilgrims have come forward with a potential solution. The city is right-skinned. Stuart, no one's got any funds to go around. One leader says, we say our best bet is to pass durable goods. This would help us generate income over time. What do I have to lose? Let's see. No common rule. Durable goods. Propose this. Let's negotiate here. You're mostly against it. So, let's see. What can we get for you? Heat dispatcher. Squalor slightly increased. No, we don't want... Actually, wait. Pressurized heat dispatcher. Ooh, we don't want this. Both slightly increase. I'll research. I'm not going to build it unless if I have to. Alright, we already negotiated. Won't negotiate. Partially open. I'm going to go with researching... Actually, wait, hang on. Research and hold vote for heat recycling. No. Disease slightly increases, and then the... Well, lesser of two evils, I suppose. I'll do this. Okay, and I can't negotiate here, because I have a lot of promises. And vote.
The delegates have spoken.
Alright, demands met, and trust rises. Durable goods enacted. Alright, first and foremost, heat recycling. We want... Is it... Hang on a second. No. Where is heat recycling? Here it is. Heat recycling. No, we want the recycling, of course. But what's the difference? We want this one. Research that idea. Alright, this is... There's no more resources here. Let's demolish. What's this for? Prefobs. What do we got for prefobs here? A lot of materials. Food is infinite here. Materials here. Where do I find prefobs? Iron vein. Yeah, we're running low on prefobs. And I guess there's no other prefobs here. Interesting. Housing is still low. Resources are low too. Okay. Where do we want to, like... Okay, we got food here. I guess if I break this and go for another infinite food source, that might be better. We want to frost break that. Okay, we have a good working oil here. Or melting pot individuals. Okay, no, we don't want that. What can we build here? We're missing materials here. Oh yeah, and we do have prefobs here too. And we can't do anything of that. We have only 24 here. Relocate. Resources are empty. Howling Shore. Okay, we were here. We went here. Launch expedition. And we'll just proceed. Okay. Let's get a food district going. Alright, that takes care of food. Materials.
The research.
Heat dispatchers here. There we go. The Frost soldiers have come forward to accuse you of placating them with research projects you never intended to implement. Oh, wow. Last few research papers have died on your desk. Each one representative says we spend our time, not to mention the city's funds, researching, and for what? To grow your ego with our approval? No. They insist you take action, to either enact their most recent research as a show of good faith, or they will no longer trust that their research will ever amount to anything. Oh, I didn't pass it. Okay. Okay, I got lucky.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new...
Alright. I think this is... Deeper deposit requires a deep melting building. Oh, this one's already... Deconstruct. Or demolish. Alright, that should do the trick. Okay. Housing. Let's go to the Dreadnought. Okay, good. We have resources here. Okay, already broken. What else is there to break? This is fine. Can't use the oil here. Temperature levels are below here. Ah, I see what's going on. We've noticed a rise in chronic lung conditions after we started pumping recycled heat into our housing districts. Doctors suspect fumes from the industrial plants where the heat originates leak into the people's homes. This goes on can lead to bronchitis and even death, especially among the weakened and the elderly, said one physician. We could install filters to block the fumes, but this would reduce the amount of heat we recycle. Extraction districts have higher materials demand. We have more materials now. So let's do that. Okay, and as for... Okay, we sent them here. Some nomads have left a circle of strange machines around a single charred body. Forget hope is carved into each machine, some of which contain useful cores. Our scouts claim the parts are cursed and should be left where they lie. I guess we'll come back later. Ooh. Our scouts insist the lichen and moss from these caves taste fine. Okay in soup. At least better than sawdust. Harvest. Dangerous. This is safe. Launch expedition. This will do. Wait, why didn't it... Cold temperature. Alright, let's see if we can try to... Oh, it's already very warm here. We'll just allocate heat to other sides. We'll just go elsewhere with this. We'll do that. Demands are met. Hang on a second. Oil, 75. Okay, 75. Okay, transfer. Anticipation fills the air as the first transport of oil is sent to London. To dream of a future without feeling cold feels surreal. To make it happen, however, we need to modify the generator to turn this black gold into heat. This will be irreversible. What future we build for ourselves will depend on it. Okay, here we go. Oof, I hate the black smoke. Chapter 2. Ambitions. Chapter 2. Okay. Oh, I can't save. Okay. People cheer as oil reaches the city, but the question of what it means for our future remains. The years of suffering are coming to an end. Let us improve the generator further and pump oil until the snows of the city melt forever, shout the stalwarts leaders. However, the pilgrims disagree. What stalwarts want is hubris. New London wouldn't last forever. The frost is our reality. We have to embrace it. Venture forth, use oil to settle new homes in the white beyond. The people look at you to decide the city's future. Okay. Adaptive pumps generator that uses any fuel. Unlocks unlimited output Frostland settlements. Any oil. Oil pumps generator upgrade that uses only oil. No. I'd rather have it use any fuel. That feels better, honestly. I say we will embrace the frost. First,
The Research Institute has concluded its latest task and is ready for its next priority.
we first need to upgrade the generator with adaptive pumps to use the new fuel. Then we must research furnaces that will support upgrading viable outputs to permanent settlements. They will provide a supply of resources that will not run out. Not all outposts are viable as permanent settlements, but there are plenty of useful sites around New London. We have to find them. Adaptive pumps generator upgrades unlocked and available to be built. Settlement heating and generator upgrades research are unlocked. Let me just save here real quick. How did I do? Okay, it was Roman numeral. I had it. There we go. We'll delete the autosaves. For this. Alright, let's see. Construct generator, adaptive pumps in the general district. Yeah, let them be mad. Alright, research. Requires construction of the first generator upgrade. Oh wait. First generator upgrade. Let me see here. Oh. Heat stamps. How do I get heat stamps?
Stuart.
Damn. Okay. Settlement heating and skyways. So we can't research this. What about Frostland? What can we research? Skyways. Looks like it doesn't matter. Oh, we still need 200. Okay, hang on a second. Oh. You amended the heat recycling law to impose filters. Done. God, what a moronic waste. Those weak-hearted fools have made us spoil the system with filters. And for what? So some geezer can wheeze all along for a few more years. So a consumptive brat can suck up resources till the inevitable occurs. If they're to die, let them get on with it. Love sustained by machines is not worth living. Okay. Now then, let's get the pumps. Let's get this built. What do we got here? Stuart, the growing fervor of certain groups in our city has become a cause for alarm. Agitators rile up tensions and push their factions to more radical and violent action. Provided we build enough prison space, our guards could place such militants in preventative arrest. A spell in detention would cool their heels and calm their fellows. Build prisons to use to round up militants of district ability. Logistics. No. Okay, we have the pumps. Yeah, we don't have any heat stamps, that's the only thing. Good news. Due to good relations with pilgrims, they offer their members as scouts, aiding in exploration efforts. They think it will help you solidify your rule. If we want their continued support, we should maintain their approval. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Still dangerous. Actually, no. We're still on an expedition. Never mind. We can't do that. All right. Let's see what we got here. The pilgrims have begun throwing feasts in celebration of the direction you've taken the city. Tonight we eat our fill. One of our leaders says, as she waves smoldering bundles of herbs over the table, so that tomorrow we have the strength to settle the Frostland. Shrouded in a veil of incense, the pilgrims hand out food and share exploration stories, invigorating other citizens. Do you want to ask them to promote something specific? I have to request more heat stamps. Settlement heating. Not enough heat stamps. How much heat stamps do I need? Oh yeah, I'm not there yet. Okay, what about now? Wait. Actually, no. It's the same thing. I thought it was different. Okay. Let's get the housing done too. Oh, right. We still don't have the heat stamps are still a problem though. Let's see what we got here. Settlement population, approximately 5,000 people. Broken chains hang from the gunwale of a wrecked prison hulk. Founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal. Rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos, with different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there is nothing we can do with the wreck. No, we're going to come back later. A wall of whiskey barrels protects the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market is where the servants themselves are brought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in a plague-ridden bilge of the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons, and we can expand the shipwreck itself. Yeah, we are not. That is not possible. Come back later. Steam Valley. Let's get an expedition going. Housing district. Okay. Let me check something. Bill here. Let's get another housing district made. Alright, this should take care of housing for the time being. Hopefully. There. That'll take care of housing. Alright, materials. Okay, this is infinite. Let's get this built.
The Research Institute has concluded.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Construct or upgrade settlements to have a significant population. Construct or upgrade settlements to have a significant population there. Well, what's our population in New London? The lack of law regulating basic necessities is causing tension to rise throughout the city. Okay. Let's propose a law. And it'll be Uh... Deploy squads of well-trained, well-equipped guards to put down disruptions and otherwise keep the peace. Declare a motion vitally important to the state's survival, curtailing debate and convincing many wavering delegates to support it. Guided voting procedure, which greatly increases the odds of passing a law in the council. You're hesitant. And vote.
Hear ye, hear ye. The proposed law has been approved. The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Oh. Settlement population approximately 3,500 people. These hard people live in deep reverence of the natural spring, which they believe can cure any ailment. Oh, this is the... Oh, I remember this. This is from the first game. The people of the hot springs. I believe it was on the Living on the Edge or something like that. I think it was the final scenario of the first game. Their simple hothouses and subterranean housing are barely enough to support their population, so their culture ensures nothing is wasted, no weakness is tolerated. They are skeptical of outsiders, but perhaps we can convince or force them to allow our sick to heal at a natural hot spring. Hot springs people say they will give access if we rebuild the loading station at High Pass and their mushroom experiment somewhere in the Endless Plains. Come back later, I guess? Okay. Many small mounds under a cliff attracted our scouts' attention. They discovered hundreds of infant skeletons. Ugh. A track from the top of the cliff leads to the hot springs. We can only assume they have their reasons for doing this. Perhaps we can offer to take any children the hot springs cannot support to New London. We're gonna offer. It is too late for... Oh, right. Okay. High Pass. What does that mean? Old Way Station. That's just Squall. Place is already taken. Logistics. High Pass. Let's see. Mountains. Let's see. Highlands. Loading station at High Pass. Where is High Pass on the map? Graveyard, Desolate Coast, Meadow, Mountains. There's Highlands, Mountains and Coast. High Pass. Rebuild loading station at High Pass. We'll launch an expedition to High Pass. Go from there. Goods limited. How do we get this? got here? Goods. Okay. Produced out of materials in industrial districts. Switch industrial output to produce goods instead of prefabs. Oh! Of course. Oh, we can't yet. We don't have a big enough workforce. Okay. Industrial district. Oh, right. The industrial districts make squalor, so we can't do that. Six. Alright, let's see if we can try to generate goods then in that case, since we have a lot of materials. Some of our stores are running low on essential supplies such as basic hygiene products or ordinary clothing. It seems that better off people are offering to pay to get more than they are allocated. Some people are willing to pay me to get more stuff or better stuff. I'd be foolish to say no, wouldn't I? Show me the law that says I can't, said an anonymous store manager. People are growing agitated by this state of affairs. Shouldn't we set common rules for everyone? Persistent lack of law regulating special basic necessities. We need to address this. Oh, we need 5 more days for this. Alright, okay. Let's make another industrial district. But we don't have materials. Okay.
Recess.
Alright, city. Basic necessities. Efficiency is slightly increased. Heat stamps and income per capita is... Let's propose the paid essentials. Negotiate. Won't negotiate. These are the Londoners and Frostlanders are mostly hesitant. Okay. No. How about the Frostlanders instead? Star Wars fervor increased. Lightweight pistons. I could do that. Negotiate. Star Wars already want this. Yeah. Already negotiated with Frostlanders. Pilgrims are 100% against it. New Londoners. Actually, wait. Open to negotiation. Okay, but they're mostly hesitant. And vote.
The delegates have spoken. The law.
Heating. What did I agree to? Okay, generator capacity. That's what it is. Research idea. During their rallies, the Pilgrims were inspired to research new policies on their own accord. Most recent research was regarding new work model. They presented the result of their private study, Apex Workers, to the city. We've done the work. All the steward has to do is put it to vote. They call on you to pledge your support for their law. Pledge. Can't use it for 2 weeks, so we can't do that.
Have completed their latest project.
Okay, we got pistons. Now for resources. Prefobs factory, because we do need prefobs. Alright, can I do something involved in the Dreadnought, though? Housing district. Yeah, food is still a problem here. I don't see any food here, if I may add. Yeah, I don't see any food here. Cut through. Okay, we got this. Now that we are charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. Work goes to the furthest. If these people were passed up, it's their own damn fault. They should put in the work instead of expecting the city to solve their problems. I can't help but agree with that. Put in the work instead of expecting something to happen. Others are more measured and say we could provide them with a weekly allowance. If we can't offer them work, we will give them a budget, up to them to use it wisely. Handouts make people helpless. Yes. Alright, let's head back to the Dreadnought, because we want to do some more work there. High Pass explored. In the heart of the mountain pass stands an old loading station, likely used to connect Outpost 11 with the distant hot springs. Instead, we found the body of an elderly man who had frozen while waiting for a transport that never arrived. Requires a trail to the city. Okay. Let's see. Launch expedition here so we can build a passageway. While that's going on... Okay. Housing districts. Yeah. Okay. Transfer resources. No, hang on. We're still... Yeah, we're still on it. Oh, right. The current law on the agenda goes beyond what the common citizen finds thinkable. It will be more difficult to pass than others. And once enacted, it will radicalize both for and against factions in our society. Has active promise against their worldview. Mostly for... Okay, right. Hang on a second. Yeah, we do have a promise to fulfill here. Never mind.
Our scouts have surveyed new areas.
Yeah, we're still researching at the moment. More houses. Okay, we can build more houses. Okay, it all works out. Otherwise, workforce is depleted. For now. Rallies expand to mainly. Empowered by your support, the Pilgrims have extended their activities to a new district. Their members could be seen on every corner, and they now hold periodic rallies near this district's main hub as well. They ask again what they should focus on next to keep the supporting of the city. Well, workforce. We need workforce now since the heat stamps are at a good amount now. Okay, young eccentric inventor brought us a prototype of a lamp generating an almost endless supply of light by storing what he calls solar fluorescence. A lamp that never runs out. It doesn't need servicing or replacing. The power can be redirected to other functions. He is asking for funding to produce it at a larger scale to benefit all citizens. I would say go for it. Let's see. One at a time.
Transport is running. We appreciate your...
Yeah, active promise. We'll do this. Frost Elders are mostly for it, so I don't really need to worry too much about that. And no, let's go with this. And vote.
Hear ye, the proposed law.
There you go. Adaptive valves. And then grant agenda to New Londoners.
The delegates have reached a decision.
Grant.
A new law takes hold.
There you go. I'm a wolf of my word. Oh right, we just explored this. Yeah. One quick sec. Could use a drink. Okay. This towering structure often attracts outcasts and scavengers who would rather live together in cold isolation than follow the laws of New London. The settlement has been in decline since the collapse of the observation tower. Some may be willing to reconsider the situation and join us in the city. I say convince them all. Let's convince them all to show up here. Okay. The jettisoned secondary engine of the Dreadnought. Under its hull, we found a core, an irreproducible component from before the frost that we can use to power our most advanced technology. Fissures in the ice suggest the Dreadnought traveled to the frozen bay a long time ago. Dismantle the wrecked. Alright, here we go. A mining complex inhabited by children a long time ago. Over the years, they grew older and became citizens of New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shafts. The approach trail is in poor condition, but we found a warehouse with prefabs the captain intended to use to improve it. We could take them or leave them in a place where we want to mine again. Let's go with this. Connect Skyways, I say. Boom. Get this done. Hold up. What do we got here? Oh, right, the prefab factory. And we don't have any housing districts because we don't have enough prefabs. Okay, let's see here. Need a trail. What do we got here? Our new solar fluorescence lamps are a resonant success. They may not be as everlasting as we were hoping for, but they're probably as efficient as we'll ever make them. They recently allowed a group of citizens lost in a blizzard to signal their position for long enough to be rescued. Bless the whiz who came up with this tech. We'd all be dead without him, said the relieved father. You agreed to finance the young inventor's lamp upgrade. Neat. Okay. Oh, what do we got? Tufnell, where the Frostlanders are, keep presence is cold. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can fix this. Oh, no, too much. There we go. Oil. We'll have to hold out until the season gets hotter. Otherwise, this is our big concern. Okay. Vote on mass-produced goods will be held in 10 weeks. Too many promises, and we're still researching it. Okay, we don't have prefobs. We still don't have prefobs. Okay. Alright. Prefobs. Get this done. Nope, still need 200 for this. Housing is still a problem. Nope. Negotiate. New Londoners and stalwarts want this. Frostlanders, vote for. Salvaging factory. Discarded prefobs and goods, no matter how soiled, to manufacture new ones with minimal resources. Research building. vote.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Okay.
Attention, citizens. A new law is in effect.
Okay. Hold up. I already have a lot of materials. No, there's no point. What do we got here? More and more workplaces are running prospective recruits through various trials to decide whether they are worthy Apex workers who will be able to keep up with the rest. They dragged me into the Frostland, forced some wretched concoction in my lungs, and said a distressed worker. Kept repeating the same chant over and over for days. You ever tried navigating uncharted territory, drugged out of your mind? While we are receiving more and more complaints, some people argue that the practice is the only way to apply the law properly and should be allowed. This is what it takes to root out the weakness from the workplace, so be it. No. I'm gonna go with this. I'll sit with this. Yeah.
Do not waste time on repairs. A new model is safer than a remake. A new council session is now in order.
What do we got here? You allow extreme recruitment methods under the Apex Workers laws. Yeah. Prefobs. We have enough prefobs now. Rebuild. A work loading station ready to help us transport goods to the distant Frostland. Travelers from the hot springs have also taken to visiting there to resupply. Okay. And their mushroom experiment. Okay. Rebuild the loading station at High Pass. Check. And their mushroom experiment somewhere in the Endless Plains. Where's Endless Plains then in that case? Endless Plains. Okay. Meadow, mountains, highland, gorge. Mountains surrounded by... You mean these plains?
Broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
You guys are still missing housing. 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 Let's see. Okay, that's squalor. We don't want that. Too much squalor in this area. I like my creations to be a work of art. Getting there. Keeping these nice and toasty is the real important part. Oh! A young engineer brought us novel designs to mass-produce prosthetics with a minimum amount of resources. Manufactured in standard sizes, they would allow maimed workers to get back on the saddle in no time. Sure, they won't be the sturdiest, but they will cost practically nothing. If one breaks, folks will quickly get another one. Go for it. We have a lot of materials. Go for it. Yeah, prefobs are the only problem now. Otherwise... that should be fine.
Heat stamps are the only recognized form of... Beware of peddling alternate currency.
Okay, looks like we get some more... Empowered by your support, have extended their activities to a new district. Members can be seen on every corner. Oh, right, same for this area. Okay. What can we want? Let's get some more workers in. Let's get some more workers in then, in that case. Endless Plains explored? Alright, this is the Endless Plains, okay. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing in within the different depths of this cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. The scouts suspect this place was an attempt by the hot springs populace to develop a hardier food source. Okay. We could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hot houses, or we could repair this facility to share its benefits with the hot springs. Repair. Access. Skyway. There we go. Okay, some people from the hot springs have started a market for goods crafted from bone. It appears that a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beasts to sustain themselves, including their bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They will happily give us their goods for some food. Trade for goods. And there we go. This resource is running dry anyway. Housing is the only problem now. You agreed to allocate materials to the mass production of prosthetics. Okay, someone being grateful for the prosthetics I agreed to have mass produced. Nope, this part's still chilly. Oh, nope. Okay, there we go. Better. There. Oh, forgot about this one. And we are good to go. Actually, wait. Upgrade settlements. Okay. Housing block. Uh-oh. It was only a matter of time. We had an unusually long streak of mild weather, but now meteorologists are clear. There's a familiar drop in air pressure at high altitudes. The wind will cause extreme cold, and clouds will blot out the sun, impacting our food production. Without shelter, ample fuel, and a stockpile of food, our people will be at mortal risk. We have to prepare.
Weather warning. Whiteout signs detected.
Uh-oh.
Start preparations without delay.
The pilgrims have begun lacing oil with various herbs and substances and burning the mixture as if it were incense. They steep themselves in the smog, running the concoction through their masks directly into their lungs. They claim the trance they enter allows them to see hidden ways in the Frostland, paths to landmarks in hidden places. The ritual harms no one. The amount of oil they require is negligible, and their work has not been affected. If anything, they seem more impassioned than ever. More power to them? Let's get this research done first. We're getting there. Guards have encountered a group of frozen, terrified outsiders at the edge of the city. They speak of stories spreading among the destitute groups, scraping by in the frozen wastes, that our improved generator can ensure safety for all, that here people can have a future. It seems New London has become a beacon of hope in the face of incoming whiteout. There will be more people coming. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to keep building in that case. Okay, we're missing prefobs. Not much prefobs, though. Yeah. Every day at noon, the pilgrims gather around their elderly prophets and imbibe in their fume-induced fugue states. Stalwarts complain that this schedule reduces efficiency during their shifts. Not to mention nearby workers end up intoxicated by the fumes as well, but there's no denying that pilgrims have become more effective at charting the Frostland, be it through some truth in their mysticism or some fortifying placebo effect. I say allow it, actually. Oh. Thousands of our people make their homes in the frontier of our settlement. No longer do we cling to the crutch of the generator. The dream of making this world our own is real, unless the frost tests us again. We must prepare. Ooh, okay, here we go. Preparing for whiteout. Housing installation, generator upgrades, stockpile enough food. Yeah, we can go about the food part. Let's see. Is it in here? Housing block. Okay. Food. No. Leave that be for now. Hang on a second. Another idea is being researched currently. Well, we're just going to have to let that research go through then.
Please, do not be scandalized by the liberated youth's behavior.
Oh wait, what do we got here?
People of the city, your
Lack of law regulating outsiders is decreasing population growth. Okay. Have more than a fuel output. Group of strangers has arrived at the old dreadnought. They call themselves the Wanderers. They seem to be nomadic. They seem to be a nomadic tribe for whom this wreck was a pilgrimage site. We allowed them to visit their tombs, and they seemed relieved to find the graves unharmed. As we've taken their camp, they ask we at least provide a stockpile of oil that will enable them to survive the whiteout. They seem desperate enough to be a threat. Eight guards in the old dreadnought. Okay, how am I going to do this? I don't know how I'm going to do that, though. That's the only thing. Workers' dormitory, industrial. No, we don't want that. Logistics. No, don't have that. Nope. Nope. Okay. Wait, patrol watchtower. Vision rituals have begun affecting coworkers. Okay, we have... Alright, we got that done. I thought something else was required. Okay. More than enough fuel output. That is a problem. Two cores. Take the cores. We need cores. Expand. Oh. Okay. Seems some of our citizens are profiteering from outsiders trying to get into the city. We caught smugglers with a freezing and disoriented group of people. When warmed, fed, and questioned, they spoke of the grim reputation our city has among the survivors in the area. It's the only generator there is, but we've heard stories of what some of the guides do to people trying to get in. After what happened to us, the rumors seem true. Sit. No. Set rules for entry. Propose. I say allow productive outsiders. But... But morally this is correct.
The delegates have spoken. The law...
Steward!
Frostlanders.
Hear us, Steward!
Grant agenda.
In the council, take heed.
Steward!
Fund projects. Huh. Fuel output is high, though, but what's missing? Enough food. Yeah, enough food. We definitely need more food. No? Food here is fine. Hang on. Housing installation. Boom. And then food district. Not stockpile enough food. Okay. We still need prefabs and other things. No. 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 Okay. Food district. Boom. Hang on. There we go. During their rallies, the pilgrims were inspired to research new ideas on their own accord. Their most recent research was regarding freight docks. They presented the results of their private study. Attended freight docks to the city. We've done the work. All the steward has to do is build it. They call on you to pledge to add their new building to the city. Sure. Logistics. Oh, we don't have prefabs. We need prefabs for that. Food. Oh, we don't have it upgraded. That's why. All right, what's next here? We need workplace insulation. Let's get this done. Okay. And I have prefabs now, so let's build the attended freight dock. Where do we build this? There's no available building slots here, though. That's the only problem. Wait a minute. Okay, we can dismantle this. You have kept pilgrims on good terms for a long time. As your relations flourish, their leaders have gone out of their way to appease some of agitated members of their faction. We wish to keep the current state of our city. We do not need instigators among our ranks. Well, that's good. There. There we go. Workplace installation is still... Okay, we have more than the fuel output. Awesome. We still need to work on food. Okay, here we go. More and more citizens are contesting the community service law we have in place. Why must the whole city look after our scouts? The city has survived. Frostland exploration is no longer so vital. Must we keep the toiling endlessly? So, okay, it is true we are in no immediate danger, nor do we have any pressing needs. Maybe we should consider doing away with community service altogether. No community service law is now available in the council. I'll think about it. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we just need to stockpile enough food now. Okay. What do we got here? Resources. Goods factories. No, we don't want that. Industrial-sized hothouse for organic waste ferments. Okay. Harvester hangars. No. Let's see. City. Nope. Hubs. No. Resources. I guess I can just go for the hothouse in that case. Yeah, we'll do this. Boom. Okay. Dangerous. Launch expedition. We just need to stockpile more food and we're good. Oh, over here. Last night, the nomads approached our oil colony in force. Fortunately, our guards spotted them and sounded the alarm. I'm biting my tongue hard here. Last night, the nomads approached our oil colony in force. Fortunately, our guards spotted them and sounded the alarm. They quickly saw they were outnumbered. We will never be content with what happened here, but we cannot fight you. May you one day find yourselves in need, or may you meet a more generous people than we did. They left one by one, silently disappearing into the Frostlands. We had enough guards standing nearby. The nomads left without causing any bloodshed or stealing any oil. They have returned to the Frostland, where they will soon face the incoming whiteout. The colony foreman doubts they will be back. Okay, they're fine. The pilgrims have decided to send their strongest travelers out before the whiteout to search the surrounding area for supplies. With their parkas as their shield, they intend to walk the Frostland unscathed, united under one tent and guided by their prophet's vision. They don't appear to be asking. Let them leave. We can't spare the supplies, unfortunately. We need more. We definitely need more time. Just to supply food, that's it. That's all this is missing. And we should be good to go. Advanced hothouses.
Behind schedule. We appreciate your patience.
Relations with the stalwarts have become unbearably tense. They see your current efforts as utter folly and spit on the ground whenever you enter the council. We can ignore them for now, but we may consider placating them before the weather worsens. The whiteout draws near, as terrible as ever. We must rug up tight and do our best to prepare. Uh-oh. Survived the incoming whiteout. This... Oh boy. Stalwart demands met. All signs indicate this settlement was inhabited until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied. Most of the clothing, personal items were left behind. There are some bloodstains in the snow. No bodies were found. Once they have found a salvageable core beneath the hearth of the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The buildings themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the men to dismantle them. Take everything. Our scouts swear these beasts grow thicker coats every year, adapting to the frost. In a few years, they might be able to survive even in a whiteout without a care. Harvest. Well. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it says restore... Okay, never mind. There's been an unusual development. Some stalwart elders claim the winds of the whiteout call for them to ease the city of their burden, that the gale is strong enough to carry them to the afterlife. They request we cease caring for them. Effectively, they're asking for... I'm not going to read that. The stalwarts blame the pilgrim caretakers for planting these ideas. Mine I never gave to... Okay. They've been asking for death for months in this whiteout. A pilgrim pushed back. If they actually visited their elders, they'd know that. I hate this one. Rest in peace. Looks like the population is still high, though. Okay. Storm leaves. Prepare. Alright. Whiteouts still a threat. Ice turns to steam as the whiteout wanes, but the return of the whiteouts has sobered even the brashest among us. We cannot rely on just one city to survive. The whiteouts are still a danger. We must settle strong, sheltered locations, and there is nothing stronger than a site with foundations of a generator in place, like Winterhome. Oh, so we're going back to Winterhome. Okay. A cursed place, but large enough to support a growing population. The roots of its generator still hold strong in the frozen earth. If New London falls to whiteouts, we all fall. We need to settle Winterhome as our second city. We must change our plans. Chapter 3. Return to Winterhome. Ooh. Colonize Winterhome. Past the gorge in the Cursed Valley lies the failed city of Winterhome. Our scouts have avoided the ruins for years, yet it's the only place we know of that can support our second city. We must reach for Winterhome and chart the area around it. We should take the time to prepare resources and workforce. Returning to Winterhome will pose significant challenges. Alright. Save here. Delete the autosaves. There. Alright. This is a good place to stop, if any. Yeah, this is a good place to stop for this session, if any. We went through 2 chapters at once for this one, and I'm quite content with that. Tensions are still as high as ever when playing Frostpunk, that I will say, so... Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of this tomorrow. And yeah, with that being said... Next game.